escapes you with a sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an updraft by the tower, and you overtake it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Oh, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape parades you with a sound. It's delineated. No one here has even learned your name, but they all claim that they saw you land and land to do the same, but they won't make it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Tell me there's an issue. I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. Why do I have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape escapes you with a sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an updraft by the tower, and you overtake it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Oh, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated.
Don't know why my mic just decides not to function. No, it was me. Sometimes my mic just like disconnects out of my OBS, and I don't know why. And it's something that I should really just put like a sticky note on my desk or something, like right on my screen that says check mic before I start. So I get what I've been saying for the last like 5 minutes was first, sorry that my eyes are looking kind of funny today. I'm wearing my glasses, so it's gonna kind of look like I'm either really angry or that I'm squinting most of the night tonight. I am not. I'm just wearing my glasses. We're 5 chapters away from the end of the game, which is honestly not that much, but what I want to do today is I want to spend the day like getting caught up in terms of level, because a lot of our characters are really underleveled, and we're gonna start really hurting the closer we get to the of the game if we continue on like this. So we're gonna spend most of today, we'll probably do maybe like this one chapter that we've got going on just to kind of get us like back on schedule, because we're 5 chapters when I wanted to be 4. But most of tonight is going to be doing the practice battles, so like things like the paralogs, as well as like you see that little bubble right there, okay? A lot of these. Just trying to get our troops on level with where I want them to be. Right now, start here just to kind of like get our bearings. I'm very tired. It has been a long... It's long. Unit selection. Okay, so the units that I want to bring are the ones that we have that are underleveled. So like me, Chloe, Alfred. I want to bring Mara, not because she's underleveled, but just because we do need at least somebody just to make sure that we don't all die. Dia needs to be here. Let's bring Amber. And Shadow and Ivy. Just so that we, like... Because what we're doing is we're focusing on leveling up the characters that we need. So I'm thinking once they hit like a certain level, they get phased out. So I think the level cap for where we start phasing out, I feel, is like the wrong way to put it, but it's essentially, it's like once people hit a hold on. No, it escaped already. That's my favorite though. Okay, anyway. What I'm thinking that that 8 is kind of like our cap level of where once they've hit level 8, we like remove them from the team for a while to let somebody else cycle in terms of leveling just for now. Because I think the last map that we played
devoted to you.
It was 8. Was the level that I recommended was 2nd tier level 8, which is where like half the team is not. I also need to spend some time in these just to collect some money, just so that way we can get everybody's, especially our spell users, so that we can get our spell users to have better weapons, so that way we aren't fiddling around with things we don't need. I also probably could sell off a lot of our old spells for new ones as well. I haven't messed around like at all with SP, which is probably something I should do
Whatever
at some
you
point,
ask.
but like I feel like level right now is kind of what we need to focus on.
We fight for peace.
Back, and I need yeah, I need him using Rider's Bane here. He's like bordering level 6, so we're gonna leave him alone
How
so we
cute
can
am
get
I?
that. Well, actually, how do I pair them up? Pair them up. Okay. Yeah, because this will help. So still get him some experience without taking it all. He is gonna get attacked, and I realized I haven't brought a healer, but that is okay because these are just the practice map. So like once they're out, kinda.
I won't lose.
I am worried about these two, which is why I'm gonna keep Marin with them.
I'm honored.
The plan is not to send anybody into that room yet. The plan right now is essentially I want to use the stronger characters like me, Chloe, and Marin to chip at these guys so that way the weaker characters can take the remaining experience from them. So that way they actually like level up faster without having to like risk losing them constantly. Actually feel like I should
Awaiting orders.
just that guy. We're gonna send Chloe with Ike. Leave everybody else where they are. A lot more enemies on this map than I thought there was gonna be. Kinda hoping that I would aim for, but that works. Oh shit.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Ivy gets to come to the next fight then. I probably should have brought a healer.
I'm okay.
Just don't miss.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
And get him as much experience as I hoped it did, considering that that guy was like 6 levels above him, but
I won't
fine.
flinch.
you're good.
Here goes.
You know what? If I can take advantage of this one and get everybody backed up into that room. Because there's only one entrance to the room. I also can use her engage. I thought about that before doing that. 'Cause she can summon a healer if we need one. Which we do.
Victory is mine.
I would rather use like the pawn characters like that are summoned from Veronica, the Veronica bracelet for healing than my characters because I don't want to waste our stuff. Because if we waste our stuff, then we're not going to have it for later. We're probably going to need it. All over here. No, not really. Hey. There you are. Do this instead.
What'd you think?
And over here. None of his a silver. None of his lances can like shot this guy. However, they can at least keep him off of the bottom. Like, want to use this one, but I feel like it's a thing. Nope. So we're gonna lose Amber. Come on.
I win this one.
One level up.
Oh no!
Yep.
I messed up.
I figured that was going because I realized I left him alone.
Here.
Oh, I'm really surprised that the riding unit didn't go straight for Rosado.
I've had my eye on you.
Okay. So we're a little fucked right now, but it's okay. Because we have 6 units and they have like, well, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 14 actually. There are 14 enemy units right now, and I have 6. So I'm afraid you're washed. It's because I didn't think this through very well. We're trying to train, basically, so we're doing, like, training maps to get everybody leveled up. But I didn't bring a healer, like an idiot, and,
I'll do as you
I need to
command.
summon one really fast. Hi, Gold! Thank you! Sorry, my face was a little desynced there. Thank you so much, Gold. How are you? I'm
Our
existing.
time has come.
I'm certainly existing. A way to yeah, I that's a way to put it. I'm existing at the moment. Please give me a healer.
Come to my
How are
aid.
you?
hero.
I am tired. Both physically and emotionally tired. It's a magic unit, not a healing unit. But it's one more unit. I am not going to complain. I am... Yeah, I guess that's kind of like the only way to put it, is I am tired both physically
Come on,
and
me.
emotionally. Right now, I just...
here until the end.
I don't know how to describe. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like my life just kind of keeps like putting me through a ringer, and I want it to end. I want it to just like calm down for like 5 minutes, so that I can just have like a couple of days where nothing happens. Grand, yeah.
You'll see what I'm made of.
Let's be
I got back
careful.
in town yesterday because I needed to do, I had classes. So I got back into town yesterday, but by the time I got home, I was just so exhausted. I couldn't do it. And so I was just like, I ended up going to bed like super early.
A right and proper end.
But I've had the day to just kind of rest, so hopefully it's a quiet night.
Sorry.
Would not mind if my nose stopped itching. I feel like that's all I've been doing all stream. My nose. I feel like I should start this map over. Immediately rush the back room. Problem is that I think it'll take back all of the experience I got, though. I do not want to send him out here, but I need him to be able to get, like, some help. Well, it'll make me redo the map if I
Farewell to
die, so maybe I should just let them do that. That way we can start over and maybe be a little less screwed over. Oh, there goes our fodder unit. But she is not using Rider's Bane as she needs to right now. Don't. Okay, good. Okay, there I go. So hold on, we're gonna restart this map.
Is this... There's...
Yeah, because it's gonna force me. We're gonna go all the way to the beginning. We still don't have a healer, however, what we
Anything
can
for you.
do. So I'm gonna send Marin in here. Like, I'm sending her in here. Maybe actually not that far because I could just leave her where she is.
Emblem,
I want to
engage.
try to summon the healer early instead of waiting a turn like I did last time.
You will be mine.
Hero, please. Please be a healer. Please give me a healer and not a mage. No! I wanted a healer, not a mage. Okay. You're coming up here then. Oh wait, no, I should have... Oh, I should have kept them where they were. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm going to take over this room. I'm going to take over this room because this will force a choke point here. The problem is that all of my weaker units are who's going in first. I love a good kill box. I mean, it's better than it's better than what I did last time where I tried to stay in the center and it just kind of didn't work. I didn't realize there was a heal tile in here, which will be super helpful. That's what this guy is standing on.
Let's go.
I wish there was a bit more defensive tiles in here. Because there's like this, but it's clear out here. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but I always like think that stairs are like grant defense or something. I don't know why I have this misconception that stairs like give me some kind of like stat buff. I feel like maybe one of like the games that I've played in the past had that, but it's not in any of the others, and so I've been like tricked. I feel like I've been tricked somewhere.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Because like the game that comes to mind is Awakening, personally. Like maybe I saw it in Awakening at some point. But like even that I'm not totally sure is correct. I don't know where I got this misconception that stairs grant like stat buffs. Not the app, is it? I don't think stairs grant a buff in the app either. Or maybe they do. Maybe that's where I got it. Taking up strategically advantageous positions is generally preferable than standing in the middle of the board with your takeout. I mean, that's why I thought that the stairs were like a stat buff or something. I cannot for the life of me remember where I got this like misconception. Like it makes me upset because every time I'm like, ooh, the stairs, I can place somebody on the stairs, but stairs don't actually grant anything. So I just kind of stand here like an idiot, putting my units in terrible positions.
Where are we headed?
We're going up here. Star Wars Episode 3 when Obi-Wan said that thing about the high ground. I feel like maybe I watched a video. I have this feeling that it was either from the app or it was at one point like in the past, or if it was maybe I watched a video about Fire Emblem and it was in reference to like one of the older games. So like the knowledge no longer applies. And there's that mage. Okay, that mage wasn't very good anyway. It was a 3-star, which means that it was kind of like super underleveled for what we were doing anyway. It would have died in one hit, as you can see. I kind of want to park Rosado right here, but I'm like worried about doing that. I don't know. He's got really high. He has really high ABO, so like fine. I have the highest, but if I get stomped as soon as we get in here, then it's I don't want to lose Dia on the first turn. We are probably gonna lose Amber, but we're probably gonna lose Amber pretty much immediately, but nobody's aiming for Amber, and I don't know why. Probably should have attached the Lemon Sword to me, though, so that I could do... Marina's like okay if we leave her on her own for a little bit. Nobody aimed at Amber. Everybody aimed for me. Can I just like shove myself into that like little corner back there so that everybody else can get the experience? We're just gonna no, hold on. We're gonna leave me where I am right now. We need to get this room cleared out first. Actually, do I want him to have Armor Slayer? Because if I have him keep Armor Slayer on, he can... But if I move my unit back, so I can... Okay, so we're gonna stick here. Here's my Levin sword. This guy. Because he's weak to magic. For the experience, we can move Dia up here. With Armor Slayer.
I'll go first.
That way he can
You put up a good fight.
profit. Yeah. Oh, he still needs 2. He needs 2 more experience. He gets to move again. So we are going to... back up and... we'll have her handle this guy.
Allow me. I am ready for a rest.
Because, like, the least characters I have in the crossfire, the better. Rider's name here.
I'll go first.
Nice.
Okay. Level up. You got first level up here. That's 6. Dia's almost there. He's almost at level 4. Ivy is also almost at level, or like almost level up. But I don't want anybody... I want to see where they put these. See if I move Chloe somewhere. She's blocking this corner, which I thought I was also doing that. What we're gonna do is we're going to switch out Rizato's weapon. Wait. And we are going to put Rider's thing. Everybody that's going to be coming up here is going to be a Rider. Amber. One step closer. So that he can profit off of the experiences. Assuming that they don't kill everybody and that somebody attacks us eventually. Zero. It's okay. Okay, so a lot less enemies came walking into the death room than I wanted. We're going to set me here. Look, I didn't finish it, so it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. If you had finished it, it wouldn't matter. The implication is still there. Feed him to the lions. Well, no, remember, the rules have changed. Remember that channel and chat rules have changed. Was Chloe like... No, Chloe's not right at a level up, but Amber was. However, we have like the entirety of the enemy forces literally standing at our doorstep right now, so I'm not sure if I want to put Amber right there.
I won't quit.
Can Amber even get that guy? No, could Amber do this one? Yes. However, that's definitely gonna get him killed. An 18 plus channel, I am safe. Yeah. We changed it recently for, like, essentially safety purposes. So it means I'm gonna probably have to go through the Discord as well, because I need to... My issue is I have no idea how to do, like, age verification for Discord. I'm like... Because the thing is, I'm positive that there are people in the Discord that are under 18. I have no idea, like, what to do. Like, I don't... It's not like I can just, like, put a posting going... please mark if you are under 18 into the chat, and then just like get rid of anybody that answers yes. Like, people aren't stupid. They're gonna know. It's like there's no way to know, and like that's the problem, is that I should have started with it, and so I have to figure out how to like weed out, I guess. The best way to put it, I guess, is I have to figure out how to weed them out. Oh, it doesn't matter either way. She was in. I don't know what to do in terms of the Discord. You doing during the 2006 World Cup? I was probably in kindergarten. No, I would have been in first grade. So I was probably in class. Assuming that it wasn't on a weekend. If it wasn't on a weekend, I was probably at like the park or something. I don't know. It's just because the thing is, I know that like Discord doesn't have like an age verification system, and so like they're gonna get in one way or the other, kind of into the Discord, but like I don't know like how to combat it specifically. I guess like I don't know how to clean up, I guess is the only way to put it. Like, I know that when people, like, join the Discord, there's like a thing that they have to be like, are you over 18,
Tedious
yes or no, and you can
creatures.
press yes or no, and if you press, and like, you can just check the little box, it's like, I know, and it's like, the problem is that I don't know how to do that. You know? Oh, wait. I'm stupid. Ivy can heal. I thought I didn't have a healer this whole time. I was wrong. Ivy can heal.
Aw, thanks.
Because like I don't trust that if I were to like ask people like put into into like announcements or general or whatever, telling like mark yes or no for age or something like that, they wouldn't do it. Like I am 100% sure, like even if I said like please answer honestly for like the safety of this community or something like that, they still wouldn't do it. We might have like maybe one person that's like honest, but I can't guarantee everyone will
How
be.
cute am I?
I don't remember what happened. I'm gonna do this
Emblem,
just for
engage!
his safety. Hoping that grants me. I don't know. My parents keep asking me about that because like they listen to like these like talk show host like monologue things, and they keep bringing it up because like it, you know, memes and such. But like they're also like they talk about kids and like the kids these days kind of stuff, and so they like occasionally make jokes about it. And like my parents keep walking up to me and asking what it means, and it's like I don't know how to explain it to them, and I desperately do not want to look up a video. I don't want to look up the video because if I do, it's gonna forever like taint my YouTube like search algorithm. Like it doesn't matter if I like delete it out of my history or my search or like whatever. Like I will never get rid of it, and I don't wanna like expose my YouTube algorithm to it, you know. Because I would just like put the video on and just let him figure it out, but like I don't want to destroy my YouTube algorithm by putting it into my search history, my watch history, or anything. Like I don't want anything to do with it. I swear. But like I don't. You want to talk about the fastest way to like ruin your algorithm? God, I already have like I think I like scrolled past like a couple of shorts or something, and now like that are like kind of weird, and now like my recommended is like completely screwed over like right now because I think I don't know if I liked it or if I just like watched it and then moved on, but then it just like the algorithm is like, oh well, she watched it, so she must be interested, and then they like sent me 1,000 more. I think that the game audio is a little loud. Okay. But no, it was like, I don't... My algorithm is already messed up because I think I watched like one video out of my norm, and now it thinks that that's suddenly like all I'm interested in. You can make them age restricted really easily. However, the problem with doing age restricted channels is that, again, people can just lie. But also, like, I wouldn't know what to do with age restricted channels. Because I feel like that just kind of like opens up, this kind of idea that people can start saying some pretty like freak shit, you know? I guess is the best way to put it. I don't feel like making 18 plus channels is kind of what I'm looking at. I don't know. I have to figure it out. I might have to ask Ira. I might ask Ira what she did, because I think she's got like regular channels and then 18 plus channels, but like I guess I don't quite understand like why, if your actual Twitch is supposed to be 18 plus, then wouldn't you want your Discord to be 18 plus? So why are there like separate areas? And it's like, meh. You are not responsible for people lying. You are responsible if you say they will lie anyway, so that leaves the door open. But they will. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. Yeah, she does. At least her Twitch is, but I'd have to look at her Discord. Because I thought she did. Maybe she doesn't. I haven't been in her Discord yet. I know that her Twitch is, though, because she was the one that suggested She was the one that suggested that I put those kind of restrictions in place, just essentially for safety. It's not my birthday! My birthday's not for 6 months! My birthday is not for 6 months, you jerks! Like, almost exactly 6 months, actually. Because my birthday is August 22nd, so... Yeah, like 6 months and 2 days. Calls us jerks for wishing her happy birthday. It's not my birthday! However, it is almost Mama Rain's birthday. Mama Rain's birthday is in... Is it a leap year this year? I don't think it is. So Mama Rain's birthday is in like 6 days? I think. Oh god. Second. Now. Oh, there's more days than I thought. Hold on. 9 days, pardon me. Okay, be safe. But no, Mama Rain's birthday is in 9 days. Hers is March 1st. My family's birthdays are all like fairly spread out. We all at least have a month between our birthdays. Because like my brother and my mom are both at the beginning of the year, and then my dad and I are both at the end of the year. Or like in the second half of the year.
I can fight again.
As we're, what are we? We're March 1st, April 22nd, August 22nd, and October 6th. So we're all pretty spread out, which is kind of nice because that means that we don't have to worry about like birthdays overlapping or like trying to figure out like birthday plans for everybody like within like the same time period with one another.
Allow me.
Here it comes! No one desires war.
Hello. Get out, please. Thank you. Oh, man. I have a problem. I have an armor unit here. It's not going to be enough to get though, so maybe Marin's gonna attack. No one desires war. Well, have you considered that we won't, we would not have a game franchise if they didn't? Well, no one wants to be in a war, but that doesn't mean that they don't, like, happen, you know? Half these people aren't here because they want to be at war. Half these people are here because they were forced to be here.
Victory is mine.
Half, if not all of these people were here because they were forced to be here. Hello! Oh, it's Emblem. Greetings. We're a little bit in a bad situation right now. I'm training, or I guess kind of training. We're trying to like level up my characters right now, and I realized I did not bring a healer, at least at the beginning. I do have Ivy, however, Ivy was only holding like one thing to heal. That is, it's Physic? Yeah, this. It's only got 7 charges, so I'm trying to be like, word. Icky? I guess. I don't want to use it on everybody. I want to wait. I will probably lose Amber for this, but it is okay for now. I just need experience. Because I need to put... Thank you for the follow! I need to... I guess, actually, you know what? If he can survive one hit from... I guess that's a dagger. Oh, no, it's a sword. Okay, so if I put Marin here... That's not Marin, that's Alfred, pardon me. I put Marin's above him, but they're both the same color scheme. So whenever I sit them next to each other, I have no idea which one is which for some reason. They have the same color scheme. They're both riding on like white mounts. It's not helpful. I am going to help out Amber a little bit doing that, because hopefully that will clear out or help him get the experience when that guy inevitably attacks him.
I'll do my
I'd
best.
move my unit up, but well, I guess I can kind of help. I can do this. I keep forgetting that I have a long range option. Now that I've been healed a little bit. Worry as much.
Oh, on guard!
Pretty much the only thing I need to worry about is
Happily ever
them,
after.
like breaking through the defensive wall that we have right now. Chloe's leveled up to 9. That's good. Everybody's aiming for Chloe right now. No, Chloe's gonna steal all the experience, I guess. Chloe's gonna steal all the experience, I guess.
Oh, dear.
Unless that guy knocks her out, which breaks the line.
I won't be much use.
Probably why they did it. That's okay, because unless she dies, yeah. But it's actually okay because there's not that many units left, so she took out enough of them that it's not going to be as big of a worry. I'm just genuinely surprised that nobody aimed for Amber, considering that I'm pretty sure that he's the weakest unit on the board right now. Because he's a level 3 and Diamant's a level 4, so I'm very surprised they didn't aim for Amber. However, that does leave you open. It'll also...
Here we go.
I probably should have aimed for the mid.
I won? I won!
He needs solid experience right now, which is just kind of anything that he can get his hands on that isn't to immediately kill him. I have to really hope. Do not miss.
I'll go first.
Okay. Back, which gets him out of the main. He's going to use this now.
Thank you.
Ivy became de facto healer by accident. She was supposed to be helping us attack. I want to get this out of the way. I feel like I have a couple of units that are really like susceptible to magic, and I just don't want to have to worry about them.
You'll see what I'm made of.
He needs experience, so do. Yeah, I should probably get rid of this guy first. Never mind, I can't. Oh, yes, I can. So since we're coming to the end of Fire Emblem, what are we playing after it? So I mentioned it on Saturday that once
Why do we
Fire Emblem's
repeat our
complete,
mistakes?
because we've already we'll have like this game done. I want to change around the schedule just a little bit of like when we do certain games, certain days. I want to play through Final Fantasy's Rebirth because I've had it sitting off to the side for so long, and I feel really bad because it's kind of been abandoned off to the side. And so I really want to play it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move Persona 3 to likely Wednesday night to either Tuesday or Wednesday nights. I'm still kind of figuring it out because my new class is about to start next week, and so I gotta see what that workload looks like before I really add in something else. But we're looking at Friday nights, so we're gonna have like Friday night Final Fantasy. We'll do either Tuesday or Wednesday will be Persona 3, and then Saturdays we'll continue with Phoenix Wright. Are kind of our 3 main games for the week, and then any other days that I can like squeeze in a stream will be kind of anything that I'm feeling that night. Just kind of keep an eye on the schedule because I might have like short gaps between certain games. Like one night I may choose I don't want to play Persona that night, and so we'll play something different, but like consistently like those days will be used for those specific games, but the schedules will kind of outline if we're skipping a week. I'm gonna try not to skip too many weeks, but like essentially just to make sure that I keep like my own kind of like, oh, well, if I want to play other things, I don't want to have to like force myself to play games that I'm just not interested in that night, but also I want to keep on like a decent schedule, kind of, if that makes any sense. Have like some new stuff in rotation without like making it too much. But yeah, so once we're finished with Engage, we're gonna move on to Final Fantasy Rebirth. I wanted to do another Fire Emblem game. The problem is that I can't figure out like which one I want to do. Because the thing is that the ones that I would be interested in streaming are ones I've already played before. So like I haven't seen the end of Engage, so like I don't know how this game ends. However, like the only other like games that I would be interested for Fire Emblem to stream is I would be interested in playing either Awakening or Three Houses, because those 2 are the ones that I really like. The problem is I've already played through them both several times, and so I feel like it's just not very fun watching somebody work through a game that they've already played a million times, you know? Like, nothing's surprising. Nothing surprises the person playing if they've already played the game before, you know? So it's like, I feel like it would be more entertaining for both me and you if I were to play the Fire Emblem game that I haven't played. But I don't really have an interest in any of the other ones, with like the exception of ones that I know don't have like ROMs. Hardcore mode. I could do a hardcore mode for like probably Three Houses, just because that's the one I know the best, but I don't know. I feel like it would be less entertaining for you guys.
My turn?
If I played through a Fire Emblem game I had already done. Like trying not to kill this enemy so that Amber can have the experience. But
Here we go.
okay, this should leave the rest for. Yeah. Okay,
like
we
a
didn't
hero.
get everybody murdered this time. If I were to do some kind of like, if I did casual instead of not casual, sorry, if I did classic instead of casual for any of the games, I would probably want to do Three Houses. One, because Three Houses is really easy in comparison to the other games in terms of like how you play, because it was extremely user-friendly and intended for new players to be able to start with. So if you're going to play Classic for your first time, you really should play Three Houses for it, because it's just kind of like it's like Fire Emblem with like training wheels on. It has definitely very challenging maps within the game, but like it's way easier to not only level up, but it's also easier to strategize what to do, because you don't have to. There are weapons. Your characters can pretty much use whatever weapons they want. Like, you're not limited to, like, oh, this character can only use swords. Oh, this character can only use magic. Like, anybody can pretty much wield anything with, like, some exceptions. Not a ton, but, like, some exceptions. And so... Oh, does this map have, like, a ton of flyers on it? Guess what? The entire army suddenly can use bows. Like, I don't know if that changes in terms of, like, what difficulty you play on for Three Houses, but, like, the way that I've played it, because I've played on a harder difficulty, but I haven't played on Classic, is that I could still give anybody anything in terms of weaponry, and so it kind of takes that worry of, well, I have to keep this unit alive as much as possible because they're the bow user, and there's lots of flying units. Like, there's less of a worry about that when it comes to Three Houses. Hi, Amaro. We're talking about the schedule and Thank you, Amaro. We were talking about the like schedule of like the games that are going to be in rotation, like the games that we revisit once a week, which is looking like it's going to be Persona, Phoenix Wright, and then we're gonna once Engage is over, we're going to add Final Fantasy Rebirth into the reoccurring games. As for birthday tax. It's not my birthday, but thank you. It's not my birthday, but thank you. As for Infinite's question about if we're starting from the beginning, yeah. No, it's not. as much as I really don't want to start from the beginning, because I have already played the beginning of the game like twice now, because every time that I start, I end up like getting past like the first boss and then immediately dropping the game again because I've got to go do something else. I will likely have to replay the beginning for the third time for stream, because the thing is, I'm pretty sure the VOD of the first day that I had it is out there. Is on the YouTube channel, I think. If it's not, somebody's gonna need to let me know, but I will likely start from the beginning, just because we are basically starting fresh. I do intend to play on an easier mode, just so that way I am not wasting everybody's time, because I don't know, I feel like if I were to play on like a harder mode for Final Fantasy, we are going to be there for an eternity. So we'll probably play on an easier mode, but it will still be like a blind playthrough, with the exception of like just like the first initial area, because I have seen up to like the first boss. Normal's not that hard, though. Normal is what we played on initially, and I got super stuck at the first boss, which was where our first, like, time playing it on stream ended. But, like, maybe I was just, like... I was also in a mood during that stream. I was really pissed off during that stream, not because of the game. I was really super excited to play the game, but, like, I had like, a series of unfortunate events during that... like leading up to that stream, and so by the time we started the stream, I was just so mad. So like maybe it's not that hard, and I was just so mad that I couldn't handle the game at the moment because I was just really angry. But oh my god, wait, that's a good point. I think I still had my old model when we started Rebirth. Maybe I should just start from the beginning, because that way we have the new the new model for it. Because I know that I did the speed run for Oh my god, remake. We did the speed run for remake with my old model, so maybe I should just start completely over now that I have the new one. Bye, Ghost. Hi. I did not ban you. I'm also not the one that couldn't find the schedule tab this morning. Or not even this morning. I think that was this afternoon. You scared me so bad about that. I thought I had messed up and like deleted like the schedule channel. You said it was above general, but it is above general. It's in the welcome center, right? That's above general. That's not above general, but yes it is. Because it goes welcome center, then social notifications, and then it goes into City of Atlantis, which is where general is, and then it's the artisan district where like art and memes and music and stuff is. You didn't say a whole nother neighborhood. I didn't think I needed to specify neighborhood. I was also wondering why the schedule didn't show. I had to go to the server settings to find it. Server settings? Oh no. Is there actually something like bugged with the schedules? Or is it just because like people opted out of seeing it or something? Because I feel like it shouldn't... I didn't know that it was like an opt-out. But there's like certain things that it's like if you... It's west, like what street? It's in the city, good luck. I had to click show all channels or something. Oh. Oh god, do I need to like at everybody in the schedule channel just so that I know that everybody's... But the thing is I do at everybody whenever I post the schedules. So like... I don't know how to fix that at that point because they are available for you guys to see. I don't have the channel locked. It's not like it's private. It's... Be glad I even looked at the schedule. I don't even click the schedule for the streams I mod for. Honestly, the schedule for this week was kind of like... I don't want to have to put a... Oh, that was because I was missing an L. I wanted the Pokemon, but or that I was able to see the schedule only through notification. I don't know how to fix that. Because the thing is that when I'm like looking at like I'm in the Discord right now like looking at it and like it doesn't say that it's like cut off from everybody. It says that you guys can view it. Why? I don't know why people wouldn't be able to see it. Maybe it's because it's not considered an announcement channel? Maybe it's because it's considered it's a like text channel? Maybe that's why. Do I have to like redo the schedule tab in general to make it like an announcement channel instead? I don't know. I'll have to look at it. I might have to, like, get rid of and redo the schedule tab and make it an announcement tab instead. Oh, it's late because it's long. Because I have no other idea on how to fix it. Don't have a whole lot of money. We only have 50. Oh, there are master seals though. Aw, man. It says we have 7 of them though, so we might leave that alone for now.
I thank you. I thank you. I thank you.
We're back to this again.
I thank you. 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 I thank you.
You're welcome.
Do come again.
Goodbye. She thanks you. Yes, she does. Did you know that she thanks you? I am positive that I know that she thanks me, yes. Because she thanks you. My god, I went to take a drink of my water and I spilled it all on my shirt. Ah! That was cold. My god. Ah! Man, shirt's all wet. Ugh. For my pajamas. Because I was just gonna, after stream, I was just gonna walk right over to bed and just flop into my blanket and go to sleep, and now I am gonna have to change my shirt. Or hopefully it dries before. I posted a temporary solution in general. Okay. I will look at the permissions and things of the channel to see what's going on. I know that, like, when you join the server or, like, you answer the questions about, like, what channels you want to be tuned into, I know that, like, the if you don't pick one, the schedules don't show up, or, like, you aren't immediately logged into the schedules or something like that. Like, it's not something that... I'm pretty sure that it was supposed to be one that was, like, a general, like, everybody has access to it, but I think it was, like, I split them up into, like, only want notifications or, like, only want, like, community stuff, and I think schedules was put in notifications, and so if people didn't, like, checkmark that, maybe they didn't get to see it or something. Who would win in a wet t-shirt contest? Summer or Chat? Probably Chat. I probably Chat because there is more of you than there are of me. I would win. I would. I don't even know if I would win, like, a wet t-shirt contest out of, like, the people I know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't really know a lot of people. At least not that I, like, talk to, anyway. Okay, this time for unit selection, we're gonna, like, actually... we're gonna, like, actually try to bring people that are gonna help us. Like, I want Jean here. So that we have a healer. I need Ivy still because she needs to level up. We were gonna do the cutoff at level 9, so that way... Or, like, level 8, so that way we had people that needed to level up in the running. So, like, these ones... Chloe is out. Annette is out. I think Kagetsu needs... The thing is, though, that I don't want to, like, level up literally everybody because I doubt I'm going to be using every single units. So, like, we need to prioritize the units I know I'm gonna use. So, like, I know that I want to bring Yunaka. So we need to drag her in here. He's probably gonna be useful. I really do only have like one magic unit, huh? 1, 2. I'm interesting. Well, I can't. Wait, can I? Hold on. Can I level up? Or can I... Hold on. Can I promote Hortensia? Or is she one of those ones that can't be promoted? Oh, I can! Let's level up Hortensia then. So that way we can have some options. Oh, because this makes her a better healer too. Come along, not quite Iron Mouse. I kind of like the little crown they gave her. That's cute. I actually kind of dig the little crown they gave her. That's super cute. Okay, so we're gonna drag Hortensia along. Definitely then. So let's go ahead and... Who else did I need one more, don't I? Yes. So we are gonna drag Marin in. Oh wait, no. Why isn't Alfred here? I wanted to try to keep it to like units that I know weren't going to like die immediately. So that way we had people that could like chip down others, but like the enemy map looked like everybody's all kind of spread out enough that it might be okay. If it's not sucks to suck, I guess. Let's make sure everybody's got an emblem ring though.
Celica.
Of course.
And with Celica, we're gonna give her Micaiah back so that she can use her healing items. I don't know who to give Hortensia. I mean, I have Roy open, but I feel like he's not gonna help her. Oh, wait, but doesn't he have... Yeah, he has holdout, though. Roy! So actually, Roy might not be a bad idea. Okay. Question is, where do I want to start? Do I want to go in a big circle, or... Ooh, what is that up there? It's a protection tile. I think we're going up. We got a flyer. Armored. Healer, aren't you? Oh no, you just punch. And then... Axe, okay. So we have sword, axe, lance, and punch up there. Like, everybody should be fine then, right? As long as I'm not the one I'm worried about.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna stick him here.
Very interesting.
And move here.
No mistakes.
He moves up. I
Shall
don't
I
want to
go?
put anybody into immediate harm's way because they're not very leveled right now.
Let's go.
I think Yanaka is the most leveled here, but that's the reason why is because she can't be promoted. He's like a specialty unit that can't be promoted. And then Jean is also higher level than we want, but that's because he's a healer and we need him to be better. And I really don't want to put Hortensia right in the center of battle because she's now a level 1 again. So she's gonna just immediately die if we just like, oh yeah, Hortensia, can you go out there and like do something? And she's like, oh yeah, sure. And she goes there and immediately just gets like sniped. just occurred to me that I did not check everybody's weapons before coming in here. I don't know what we're working with. And I forgot to get Chloe a silver lance, I think. Or no, I forgot to get Alfred a silver lance. All of that cavalry is coming up the side. Oh, scoot the old man here. Oh, he's got a wider range than I thought. We're actually going to scoot him back one more. He's chain guarded. Fine. You have to stick him here to aim for this guy. Okay, he can help at least. Because I think as long as this guy gets hit once, then he no longer is protecting the other two. Means that Ivy can now help doing this.
Nothing left of you.
Really don't want to put Vincia too close to the fight because of that cavalry unit, but need her to do this because I don't want that guy to chain guard again. And then she really needs the experience, especially because I just promoted her. So we've got to figure out how to handle that one cavalry unit over there. Or they go for her. Yeah. I didn't give Yunaka anything for weapons, so she is going to be healer only, apparently. Because I think Marin's got all of her stuff. Either Marin has all of her stuff, or I just flat out didn't give anything to Yunaka for a while because I was using Marin.
You put up a good fight.
Soul is kind of neat to have. Her. Once again, trying to put units onto stairs. I'm only moving him here because I am worried about... Yeah. Even though this doesn't do as much damage as I want it to. I'm hoping that he can't do enough to... I think he's got 11 sword, doesn't he? He does not. I feel like I gave one of my other sword units one, but I don't remember. Okay. I am slightly worried about Kagetsu, purely because I don't know what weapon to give him right now. The silver sword hits the most, but Muda has a way higher crit rate. I feel like is what he's gonna kind of need at the moment. Then Jean just flat out doesn't need to fight. Okay. We're also trying to avoid the enemies down below. Because the fewer people that we have to handle right now, the better. That's good. When you have big maps like this, they always put a lot of riders onto it, so that way they can like move around the map a lot faster. So you get overwhelmed way quicker. I find it interesting that she doesn't need to be next to people to use.
Thanks a ton.
I have a feeling it's one of her like skills or something. I have this feeling that it's one of her like skills either from her class or from, yeah, big personality. When unit uses a healing staff, it grants range +1. So that's a personal skill of hers, which is like actually kind of super helpful because that means she doesn't have to literally be in the face of everybody to be able to heal them. Which is kind of why I want her to be leveled up. I want to bring her into the later maps. Having anybody that has just like one more range than they should is always really nice. Because it really opens up their options.
All right.
He's still level 4, but he's making his way up. He's making his way up. He was at level 2, I think, when we started. He's almost at level 5.
I am sorry.
He was also bordering on a level up for level 4.
My good friend.
Hold steady.
Let's up. Actually gonna mend instead of heal,
What a pick me up.
just to be sure.
I won't quit.
Otto's gonna come down here. He's gonna risk his health, but it makes him like way slower, but it'll be worth that risk.
Back in action.
Kind of don't know where to put Diamant at this point. Jean just can never catch a break. I always
It's a
get him.
serious wound.
Ooh, the magic man is not looking very good. Ooh, the magic man is definitely not looking very good.
My wife isn't ready for me yet. I'd best retreat now and fight again another.
Well, that goes our mage and one of our healers, but that's okay because we have two other... Actually, we have 3 other healers on this map this time. Hold on.
Give me strong foes.
I feel like this is what I get for not redoing people's inventories before coming in here.
Unfortunate.
We fight for peace.
Do we?
I can keep
Let's
going.
do Dia first. There. He's gonna get hit. But he'll take out an enemy.
this.
Which puts him almost at level 5.
Still good.
So long as he doesn't miss, he'll get this.
My legend starts now.
Yay! Okay, level 5. Cavalry unit in my backline. I do not enjoy that. You should really back off the girls because I kind of need those because they're my healers. So you should not be there. But you've made an excellent opportunity for Hortensia.
Cuteness triumphs.
Didn't level up, but she can almost, or she can level up, I think, next time she gets a unit, so worth it. We'll stick Ivy here for her own safety. Yunaka's kind of the only one I'm worried about now, just because she doesn't really have anything to protect herself with, but she's fast enough that I'm hoping that they'll just miss. Because I can't move Alfred, because if I move him, then it exposes Ivy. However, I really don't... I could move... You know what? I could do this. I could move him here and then move Yunaka in front of Ivy. Because if I don't block off this space here, then that leaves Hortensia up for... What's the range of her spell? She's got... She has one. Oh, wait, no. Her spell basically, like, sacrifices herself for everybody else, right? No, it's Shine. Hold on. Oh, no. Great Sacrifice is that she uses all of her health to heal everybody else on the map. Which is kind of like a last-ditch effort. Which is nice, but in this situation, we don't need it yet. Looks like Shine has a shorter range than I think it does. So we're going to leave her here. How many units are left on the map? Because really the only way to use her sacrifice is because it'll leave her with 1 health. So she doesn't, like, immediately die, but, like, if you do it at the end of a turn and you aren't able to heal her after she uses that ability, she's basically dead in the water, so... However, that does bring enemies near her to be able to use her magic, which hopefully hits harder than her weapon does right now, because her weapon is outdated.
Give me an order.
So see, if I use her engage now...
Emblem, engage!
She can do this. She'll heal everybody on the map. Because I'm doing it at the beginning, I can use my other healers to heal her back up, so that way we don't lose her. It also gives her a lot of experience with that. So then I can use to give her that last little bit of... Yeah. She doesn't have a whole lot of health, so I don't need to use anything really fancy on her. Or we don't.
Tell me where.
Him here. This is an armored unit.
A battle fit for
He also has momentum now, which is because he has Sigurd. And momentum will be really good for him because momentum is basically for every step that he takes to get to a battle, he like gets an extra attack or something like that. He gets like an extra point. Yeah, so it grants +1 attack for the first attack against enemy for each space the unit moved before attacking with a maximum 10. So if he moves 4 spaces, he gets an extra 4 added onto his attack, which is going to be really helpful for him.
Awaiting orders.
I will atone.
Tell me what to do.
Kind of wish I didn't have him still using the Great Axe, but... I guess I could move him over here. Let Kagetsu handle it. Because he'll have advantage over here.
Victory pose!
hoping that this crits. It probably won't, though. Yeah, I didn't think. Which is gonna leave Hortensia up to attack. But I'm hoping that her ABO is gonna be high enough that it's gonna be okay. Or they're just not even gonna aim for her. Okay.
Oh no!
Everybody decided that Amber was the threat, apparently. And I can't figure out why. Because they wanted to get to Yanaka? Doesn't make any sense, because... Was he standing in front of... I guess he was standing in front of Yanaka.
I guess that's it.
I'd better pull back. Sorry, I'm out of here.
I win this one.
I live. Do you? It's good. I'm glad that you live. No. I'm communicating with you. Great beyond. Man, I didn't know that ghosts could type. That's news to me. My brother used to be really super into those like ghost hunting shows when I was a kid. Called Possession. Oh, that's a good.
No apologies.
But my brother used to be, when I was like younger, my brother used to be really into those like ghost hunting shows. Like like one of them was literally called like Ghost Hunters or something like that. It's like an American, for anybody an audience that's not American. It's an American like show about these like 3 dudes that would go to like supposedly haunted locations and like hunt for ghosts, and they had all this like fancy equipment and stuff. Ghost Hunters, yeah. No, it was Ghost Adventures. Shoot, it wasn't Ghost Hunters, it was Ghost Adventures. My brother loved Ghost Adventures. And it was fake as shit. It was like awful. I hated it. I knew it was a bunch of horse shit when I was a kid, and like not only I hate it because they would constantly like make big deals out of literally nothing, but like I also watched Ghost Adventures. Ghost Adventures was the one that my brother really liked, and like I hated Ghost Adventures. I don't know what it was about it. If it was like the over the top like, oh my god, it's a ghost kind of stuff, or like the things they would use for as like Zach Baggins, yeah. Fun fact about Zach Baggins, actually, he has a ghost museum in Las Vegas that my family almost went to when we were out there, because it was unfortunately closed the day that we were there, so like, or the day that we had the opportunity to go, and so we didn't actually get to go in, but he has a museum for that. Anyway, but like I remember really specifically, I hated the guys. Like, I just thought that they were all, like, really super mean to one another, and I didn't like, I really didn't like that, and then I hated that they were using all of this, like, stuff as the evidence of ghosts that was, like, things that obviously weren't ghosts. Like, the thing is that I wasn't watching because I was, like, really mad that they were, like, faking ghosts. I was mad that they weren't showing me real ones, I think was what made me angry. Was, like, I wanted, like, not only did I... Like, they were making, like, huge deals about, like, little specks of dust or something that would pass in front of the cameras, and I was like, that's not a ghost. Show me a real ghost. And, like, I wanted to see a real one. And so every time that they would talk about, like, oh my god, did you see that wisp in the background over there in the corner? And I'd be like, it's dust! That's not a ghost! It's dust! ghost, and I would be so mad. And like my brother was like, oh, it's a ghost, and I don't know how much he actually believed it, but it was like my brother thought it was the coolest thing ever. He also really liked it just because he liked seeing like the historical like that they would go and visit, because it was on the History Channel. It was on like it was on the History and the Travel Channel, if I remember right. It was on the Travel Channel for a really long time, and then I think they moved it onto the History Channel for a little bit. It bounced around from like network to network for a little while, but like I was so mad. Not only because they never showed me a real ghost, but because they were just so annoying about it. They were so annoying about it. You know how much energy a ghost needs to manifest into an apparition? I don't give a shit. They had like 11 seasons. There has to have been at least one. There was like 11 seasons of the show. There should have been at least one of them that had that much energy or whatever. How do you go to that many places and not see one? Oh, and then they would start acting like they were possessed too. That always made me so angry. They were like, oh my god, I don't know what came over me. I just suddenly felt like I needed to start drinking. It's like, yeah, I feel like I need to start drinking too, watching you guys. That doesn't mean I'm possessed. Like, I hate those kinds of shows so much. The real ghosts are the friends we made along the way. So Ghost Adventures watched along the way. I wonder, no, my brother probably took him with him when he moved out. We used to have box sets of the show. We had like the DVD box sets of them because we got them for my brother's birthday and Christmas and things like that. It was like there was always a new season out, and so it's like, okay, well we can get him another box set, and so we just constantly kept him updated on the box sets. But I think when he moved out, he took them with him. If he, I can check downstairs if we have them, but I'm like 100% sure he took them with him. But like, I don't even remember why it was what. I think I just wanted background noise or something. It was either background noise or like I just wanted to see if they were as bad as I remember. But there was like some show that they put onto Netflix that was like a similar style of like. That was a similar style of going to supposedly haunted locations and like hunting for and like pissing off the local ghosts essentially. And I remember the one episode that I watched, they went to like a wax museum or something. It was like the first episode. It was on Netflix. They went to like a wax museum for like the first episode, and like I immediately did not continue watching it because what it was supposedly the building was haunted. And like, yeah, whatever, all the buildings are supposedly haunted. What made me mad was their explanation as to where the ghost came from was what made me angry. I guess angry is probably not the way to put it. It's like disbelief was they were talking about it. It's like, okay, so like they were like, they wanted background on the ghost. They were like, okay, so who's the ghost? Where the, like, what's the ghost? And they were talking about it. We're like, oh yeah, someone got hit by a car on the corner of the street, and their ghost now lives in the museum. And they did this like wide shot of like the street that the museum was on. The corner is like a quarter of a mile away. Like they're not even close to the corner of the street, right? Like they're at least like they're like two buildings at like minimum away from the street corner. But supposedly the ghost from the street corner is what is haunting that museum. Like, ghost walked over to haunt that, but like, isn't the whole point of ghosts supposed to be that they haunt the places that they died in? So wouldn't he haunt the street corner, not the museum? Because it wasn't even a museum at the time, as far as I was. Getting excited by street corners is a very dude energy. But if you died at the street corner, why are you choosing some random building just like slightly down the street? Like, wouldn't you haunt like the building on the corner? Like the exact corner? Or like, if you had to pick a building, wouldn't you pick the corner building? But then if you don't pick the building, wouldn't you just haunt like the crosswalk or something, like where you passed away? It didn't make any sense to me. It made me like irrationally upset as these people were trying to explain where the ghost came from. Because it just didn't make any sense, because I was like, how do you get a ghost to haunt your building if your ghost didn't even die in that building? Isn't that the whole point? Isn't that like the whole point of like a ghost haunting someplace? You were a ghost, where would you haunt? That is a great quit this stream. If I was to haunt somewhere, where would I want to haunt? I feel like all the places that people go to for like ghost hunting is like, oh, we picked this haunted museum because they have like artifacts of the dead, or like they pick like hospitals because people die in hospitals, or like it's always those things. I want to haunt a school. I want to haunt a school, and the reason why I want to haunt a school is because every time people talk about, like, everybody's like high school or like some sort of public school that they went to had like a ghost, right? The reason why I want to haunt a school is because I want to be the one school that has a ghost story that is true. I want to be the only school that has the ability to claim that they actually do have a ghost. And that it's not some like rumor that like the older students like make up to mess with the younger students, you know? Or it's like a superstition. Like, I remember the one with my high school, was supposedly our auditorium was haunted, and I hated our like haunted auditorium like story because it again didn't make any sense. Supposedly our auditorium was like haunted by a clown named like Giggles or something, or like Bubbles or something. It was Bubbles or Giggles or something, but whatever his name was, supposedly it was a clown. But like, how did a clown get in the school? Why did they die in the auditorium? Why is there a ghost haunting the auditorium of a clown that's supposed like, and also do you know what I mean? Like, it made no sense. A class clown would have made more sense. Exactly, like a class clown of just somebody that thought he was really funny or something like that would make sense. No, it was supposedly like a literal clown, and you were still like, because so the only reason I found out about the supposedly haunted like auditorium in my school was because I was in the theater class, and because it was supposed to be an easy A, and so I took theater my senior year, and we had access to the auditorium because we needed to be able to use the stage and everything, right? And so I remember I was asked to, I don't remember if I left something or if I was asked to go get something, but I was like in the back of the stage, like on the right side of the stage or something, stage right, where I was digging around in there or something, and I thought I heard somebody. I thought I heard somebody like say something to me, and so like I popped my head up from over like one of the little things, and I started like looking around, going like, who's talking to me? There was nobody in there. There was nobody in the auditorium, right? I think the closest person to me was like on the other side in like a different back room or something, and like so I went back to class, right? I like walked back in, and I like found, oh god, what was her name? I don't remember. I don't remember her name. We'll call her Anna for now. I went up to Anna, and I was just like, hey, I was somebody in the back of the auditorium just now because I thought I heard somebody, and she like literally dropped everything she was holding. She was like, oh my god, you've seen him. And I'm like, seen him? And so she like explained the story of like Giggles the clown to me or something like that haunted our high school auditorium. And I'm standing there as she's like freaking out about it, and I'm sitting there going like thinking through it, going, how on earth is our school haunted? First off. Second off, why are we haunted by a clown of all things? And third, how did the clown get into the auditorium of the high school? And so she's like freaking out over this, and I didn't ask her any questions. I didn't think it was worth it. And so I like that was how I found out about the supposedly haunted museum. Or not haunted museum, the supposedly haunted auditorium of my high school. I thought I heard somebody like talking to me in the back of in the back, and it turned out that I was probably just hearing things, or somebody was talking to somebody in that other room, and I just didn't see them. I just didn't see them or something. I was gonna end up a mermaid ghost haunting a school, just like she wants, and nobody will believe it because how did a mermaid get in the school? I want to be like Casper. I want to be like one of them friendly ghosts that, like, they're not actually actively out to, like, hurt or scare people. They're literally just here. They're just here to exist. Oh, did you lose your pencil? Suddenly a pencil just appears in your backpack. I want to be one of those kinds of ghosts. We look forward to your IRL ghost hunting streams. Ugh. No. First off, do you know how expensive, like, ghost hunting equipment is? For, like, no reason. It's because they know that it's, like, a novelty. Like, a bunch of ghost hunting equipment is a bunch of bull, and so they, like, just because they know that it'll sell to people that are, like, naive enough to buy it. And so they, like, jack up the prices of those kinds of things. Oh, the thing about, so I don't remember what they call it, spirit boxes or something. So the guys on, like, Ghost Adventures would have that, like, little recorder thing in their hands that they would, like, mess around with, like, the frequencies on it or something, and it would, like, talk if there was, like, a ghost nearby or something like that. But it was, like, not the ones that where it was, like, a really super clear word or anything. It was just, like, you could, like, vaguely hear somebody's, like, voice coming out of it. I don't think it was a spirit box, but it was, like, something. I didn't like that one purely because every time that they would use that machine and then claim that they were hearing something and then couldn't understand it, it was very clearly a radio. They were either, like, tapped into somebody's CV radio, like, in a truck or something. They had, like, accidentally, like, tuned into, like, the truckers' radios, or they were literally listening to, like, the local news radio, like the local station, but it was just so garbled that they couldn't tell right away, even though when you would, like, yeah, like, you would listen to it and you'd be like, that's just the radio, like, but they would, like, swear up and down that it was a ghost that was talking through the thing, and it's like, no, it's just the radio. Like, hell, my brother and I figured out how to do that. Using a walkie-talkie, we accidentally contacted some guy on the highway nearby in a truck, because we had these, like, really super, like, high-powered ones that my dad used for, like, wilderness stuff, like hunting. So we had these, like, ones that had this huge range, and we caught a trucker or something on our walkie. We didn't know it was a truck at first, so we were, like, really confused, and then we figured out we were talking to a truck afterwards. And then, like, it's not the same. It's not the same because it's on really, really specific frequencies and channels, but I also know how to use a ham radio. For those of you that know what ham radios are. We have, like, an official, my dad has, like, an official license and everything to use, like, to use ham radio, and we've talked to people all over the world. I actually don't want to do this map because this map's in the dark and I feel like dealing with it. One had a lot of flyers on it. Why are, like, all of the skirmishes, like, but no, we have like a license to use ham radios and things like that. We have a official call sign for the family. Well, technically my dad does, but we, like, use it for the family. Because you have to have a government issued license to be able to do it. cannot tell people what our call sign is, unfortunately, because if people look up our call sign, we do show up on a government registry, and you will find my dad's legal name. So I cannot tell you what that call sign is, but we have one. Guess the armored units. Just don't want. We've been dealing with so many riding units. I wish I could like reset the map for the skirmishes, but I don't think I can. So many enemies. What? Okay. But yeah, I guess moral of the story, I guess, is I really hate those shows on TV about like ghost hunting because they're all the fake as fuck and I don't like them. I guess is the big overarching like narrative of all of this is that I hate ghost hunting shows because they're all so fake and annoying. Like I have no one way or the other on whether or not ghosts like actually exist or anything. Like that's not the issue. It's the fact that the shows are just really fake. If you've ever dove into the lost media space, does people make a VHS sound like death? I have. I do know what you're talking about, like for lost media. I like myself a little bit of horror stuff every now and then, and so like I'll like Nexpo covers a lot of like lost media. Nexpo, Nick Crowley, like people like that talk about like lost media and things like that, and so I know a little bit about them. I don't personally go looking for like the videos myself or anything because no thank you, but like I know about them at least. And I'm also I do follow a couple of people that talk about like analog horror too, because even though I hate horror, I like to like see people like deep dive analyze them because it's like listening to your friends like rant on about something that they really really like and you just kind of want to listen, you know? You want to hear them talk about their passions because you love them. And so like that's kind of how I feel about like listening to YouTubers and people talk about like lost media and like analog horror and things like that. Is that it just kind of gives off the impression of it's like, oh, this is just somebody that really wants to talk about this stuff and like I'm going to support them. So to talk to me about your vaguely creepy items of interest today. We should be okay with this team because there's a lot of armored units. And we have a couple of healers. Oh. Yes, it's essentially please tell me about your hyperfixation for a little while. that's kind of how it feels when I watch like Nick Crowley and Nexpo and people like that. Windigoon. I was like, there's another one. What is his name? Windigoon was the other one. Like, just talk to me about your weird hyperfixations. Talk about your hyperfixations that don't have to do with drama for a little while. Because I constantly get recommended like drama channels as well, and it's like, yeah, life's a little bit more interesting when you can like listen in on other people's drama and not have drama of yourself. But like, there comes a point where I just don't want to hear about it at the moment. Just like I want to hear about something that has nothing to do with it. I don't know where to start. People, yes, they can cross them, so this is not a cutoff space. However, it is a bit of a choke point. I actually kind of want to keep everybody in here, because these have walls. so it'll actually like
full of vigor.
block off. At least I thought they had walls. Are those not walls? Oh, maybe they're not. But the thickets will be really super helpful because it'll give everybody ABO, so I kind of want to keep everybody here. Like,
Here comes Amber.
I kind of want to keep everybody here in the... vineyard. This is probably an orchard, not a vineyard, but like, whatever. It looks like a vineyard to me.
What's our move?
I'm trying to think about like what other channels I follow that are like Lost Media, like analog horror, like oriented channels, and those are kind of like the big three that I can think of. But like that's because everybody can thinks of those ones when talking about that subject. So I am not special in that sense. This Hortensia is so far away. Everybody is perfectly aligned in their little grassy area. Probably should have moved everybody a little closer. Blame It on Jorge was a classic. I don't think I've seen that one. I'll look that one up though. I'm always down to check out a new channel. I almost read that as George for a second. I was like, no, that's definitely Jorge. Like my brain had to catch up for a second. I'm like, wait.
Oh no! I messed up.
The thicket did nothing to help him. Wait, doesn't she have like Elwyn? She has just Win. Darn. Somebody had Elwyn. Who was it? Did Ivy? No. Oh yeah, this is definitely not a vineyard. When they do that, when they did that close up, yeah, this is not a vineyard. But it's fine. We're gonna pretend it's a vineyard right now. That's what I keep calling it. No, I can't. I can't think of any other. No, actually, I guess. Oh my God, Marcus something. There's like a channel that like the guy that runs its name is Marcus, and he goes over a lot of like analog horror stuff, but he's not in like the same sense as like Nexpo and people like that, where he doesn't like try to analyze it or anything. He essentially just does like watch-alongs, and I like seeing the watch-alongs because I'm a wimp and I don't like watching them by myself, and so I would rather have like that buffer of somebody else there with me, you know. So like I don't mind having like, it's like I have very mixed feelings about like reaction content, but like that's kind of the only one that I am okay with like for now, just because I'm a huge wimp and don't want to watch analog horror by myself. So I don't know what his channel name is. It's Marcus something. He does a lot of like watch-alongs. He like vaguely tries to like analyze what's going on, but it's not the same as like other channels that like try to like deep dive it. But other than like those four, that's pretty much it.
I'm unbeatable.
feel like my now that I'm like going over all of the channels that I like watch on like a regular basis, I feel like I have such a boring taste, I guess. I feel like my taste is so boring when I start thinking about like the channels that I know that I follow like regularly. The thing is that I guess maybe it feels boring because like the thing is that a lot of the channels that I follow I use as background sound. Like I'll put the video on in the background while I'm like doing something else, so I'm not like super paying attention to like what's going on. Maybe that's why I just have a boring taste. It's because I mostly use them for like white noise. It's basically white noise. I feel like that makes me strange that I like listen to people talk for like white noise because most people wouldn't be able to focus doing that, but like you can't see me making peace signs, but I'm making peace signs. It could be worse. You could be watching a lot of ASMR like me. I do not enjoy ASMR. I am not an ASMR girly. It makes me uncomfy. There's like some that aren't as bad as others. Like I don't like the ones that insist on like hitting the mics like with their nails. I don't like people getting like really close up to their mics where like you can hear every tiny little pop in their mouth. Like that's just it makes me so uncomfortable. I don't like it. Just like regular talking or something like that, that's fine. I don't care. That's essentially just what I do anyway, is just listening to people talk about whatever their hyperfixations are. Like that's essentially my ASMR with like big quotation marks around it. But like the people that are like that they have like those really super fancy mics and then they have like their gain, I think, like boosted as high up as it can go so it can catch like literally every single tiny little thing. Like that makes me so uncomfortable. ASMR roleplay is might be better for you then. I don't think so, because I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've listened to like I think I had a friend send me one, so I listened to. No, I cannot stand mukbang content. Nuh-uh. But like, yeah, like Cruci, like those ones, I think I tried listening to one or two of them, and like those are like in the same sense where they also have their mics like boosted up to the point where you hear like every single little thing, and I don't enjoy it. It makes me uncomfortable.
I can keep going.
If it, like, I feel like I would enjoy, like, the ones that you're talking about, Cruci. I feel like I would enjoy them a lot more if they would just back off their mics. Like, literally, girl, take, like, 2 steps away from your mic. It is already boosted beyond reason, so it's already going to be able to hear you regardless of where you're standing in your room. Literally take 2 steps away from your mic. You are so close. You are so close that I can hear everything. I can hear your teeth clacking against one another when you speak. Like, stop it. Just, ugh. Whisper content is what makes it ASMR. There has got to be other types of ASMR that are not people literally all up in their mics, like have them halfway down their throat. The impact of my teeth. There has got to be other kinds that don't have their mics like shoved into their mouths, dude. Like there's girls that like do, it's like, oh, watch me make this like drink or something like that. Like they'll do like these like little short form like content, like they call them ASMR things, where they'll fling a glass across a table or something like, and then they'll like put ice in it and like things like that. Like that's fine. That's fine, because like not only can I see what's happening, but also like they're not making a bunch of like weird uncomfortable noises. It's just like filling a glass with like some fancy coffee or something that they're making that day. Like those are fine. Those don't bother me. The ones where people are just like just talking, they're not weirdly all up on their mics. It's like those are fine. It's the ones where their mics are needlessly close to them, making noises that just like seriously disgust me. Background ambiance is like different though. I wouldn't call that ASMR. Because people like add that kind of stuff onto like music, where they'll be like, oh, like here's a playlist of like a coffee shop, like you're sitting in a coffee shop or something like that. So there's like muffled like people talking in like the background over music. Like that. I wouldn't consider ASMR. That's essentially just white noise at that point. I feel like I'm like not making any sense.
Sorry.
I feel attacked. By who? Me? Because ASMR... White noise is ASMR in a sense, is it? Because I thought ASMR was supposed to be like the whole like it makes you tingle and like things like that, or like it like scratches your brain like really nice or whatever, like that. Like, but like, I don't consider white noise to be ASMR. I guess just because I consider it background sound, and that's purely because I'm ADHD, and so like I cannot sit in silence. Like I hate silence. Like genuinely, like it legitimately terrifies me to sit in actual silence. It makes me want to cry and scream. I do not like silence, and so I need to have something around me that is making some kind of noise at like all times. So I guess I don't consider it ASMR because I'm not using it to feel good. I'm just using it to keep my brain quiet. Hi! We're talking about ASMR. I'm also ADHD. It makes my brain built and legit quiets all the brain noise. Summer's a fan sleeper. I am! You guys can't hear it actually right now. Right on top of my computer. I don't know if you guys can hear me tapping on it. I literally have a fan going right now. Not only because my computer heats up my room like you wouldn't believe, and so like I use it to keep the temperature down in my room a little bit, but also because I genuinely freak out if I don't have anything going, like making noise in my room at any time. So I have this poor fan that has never known rest. The only time that it ever knows rest is if I am gone for like more than a day or something like that, and I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off. If I am not going to be in my room overnight, I will turn it off, but like I have to have it here. I also have like
Cute again.
I fall asleep with headphones in all the time because I'm listening to something. Like it doesn't matter what I listen to, like I just need to listen to something to be able to sleep. Going to the eye doctor and they have you and they have an eye test. They talk very softly. What? I miss silence. I have tinnitus, and since I was a child, I haven't had true silence in nearly 20 years. I use white noise to drown it out. I don't know. I honestly don't know if my like it's a phobia. I have a phobia of like silence, so I don't know if it like stems from my ADHD or what, but I'm sure like other factors in my life growing up were not helpful in that regard, because another reason why I don't really like silence is because when I was growing up, I had a radio. Actually, it wasn't even a radio. I had like a boombox. I had a boombox that was able to like tap into the radio, you know. And so it wasn't a huge one. It wasn't a big one. It like sat on my dresser, and my parents, when I was really little, they like needed to get me to sleep, right? And they didn't have, they had work in the morning, and like they had my brother that they needed to deal with. I was younger than him, and so he had to get to bedtime, and like, so what they would do is they would put music. They would put music into it played my CDs. I had CDs of like children's songs, like Wheels on the Bus and like things like that, until I like got older, and then I got different CDs. But like when I was little, I had all these CDs that they would play. These were like 2-hour CDs or something like that, of just a bunch of random kids music, and it was intended to help me sleep, and it did, because it was like, okay, it's music time to go to bed because I'm listening to music. And so I got so used to hearing this music when it was time to wind down and like go to sleep.
Defeated.
So I don't, and
After all,
I listened to that radio
if I
every
die here,
single night
all may be lost.
until I
have to
was
retreat.
14, I think. Yeah, it would have been until I was in like high school. I listened to that radio every single night, because like, so I listened to my CDs up until I got into middle school, and then once I got to middle school, I changed over to the 24-hour radio. I remember really specifically which radio station I used to listen to as well. It had like a 3-hour loop, like the music, 2 or 3 hour loop that it would play the music for. And then on Thursdays, they would always play like the emergency weather alert system noise at like a really specific time. But I listened to that for so long, and then I think it was just like, not only on top of like my ADHD of my brain just literally wouldn't shut off, but because I was so used to having some kind of sound around me at all times, whenever I was supposed to like calm down, relax, like go to bed, it was bedtime, that it just kind of got like ingrained into my routine to the point where like I couldn't essentially like let it go. I'm like, it's so much of a habit at this point that I can't get rid of it. And so it's entirely possible that it's a mixture of the two. It's a mixture of my ADHD along with my like how I grew up. It's like, it's the same reason why I don't like the dark. I've been in this same room since I was 5. So like this room that I'm currently in, my bedroom, I've been in this room since I was 5 years old. And there is a street lamp right outside my window.
So
There, like literally, so we sit on a 4-corner. Like I'm on a corner house, but like our house is like in a four-way. So there's like 4 corner houses. We're just one of them. The corner house that is sitting directly in front of us has a street lamp in their yard. It has since we moved in. The thing is that it is a city street lamp, and so it doesn't turn off. It turns on at a certain time at night, and it turns off at a certain time in the morning. And so I'm gonna haunt that corner. I grew up constantly having the light of that lamp in my window. Like, it didn't matter what I did. Like, I could have the curtains closed and the blinds closed and things like that. You could still see this light. Like, it was still there. It would still come through. Like, it would be like a little bit muffled, but like you still know it's there. So like my room always had light in it, right? It always had some kind of light coming through the window. So I can't stand darkness either. I can't stand silence, and I cannot do the dark. Either one of them will keep me up all night if I have either of them. So, that's just, I don't know, call me a 5-year-old if you want, because I can't stand the dark, but like. And then like I have friends that like they cannot sleep if they are not in complete darkness, and like that freaks me out. I have that too. The light or not, light in the window or something else.
Nope.
Both. I don't understand how I can't, I know that it's because of, like, habits that were formed during, like, substantial years in my youth, where, it just became so much of a natural and, like, habitual thing that it freaks me out not to have it anymore, but, like, on top of my diagnosis, traumatized with dark as a child and always need to sleep. I don't like the dark. It's just because I've always had light in my room, regardless of regardless of, like, what time of the year it is. It doesn't matter, like, how much I try to cover the windows or anything. There is light in my room at all times. And then my bedroom faces the street as well. So, like, any car that passes by, I get I get headlights in my room as well. Like, it's just my room will have light. Did you want complete darkness? Fuck you, you don't get it. Congrats, you don't get to sleep. You don't get to have complete darkness. Not that I would, like, want it anyway.
We'll get through this.
Could be worse, like sleeping next to a train or something. No, not where I live. We don't have trains. However, we do have sirens. I live near a highway. And so, not only do I live near a highway, I also live near a police station. Like, the police station, to get from the police station that's nearby to the highway, they kind of have to, like, cross the streets near my house. And so if they have the sirens blaring, we can hear them. So, like, it gets pretty, if I don't hear a siren at some point within every couple of days, I start getting worried. But, like, my grandma, or my great aunt, so the reason I was out of state was my great aunt had a health issue, and so I needed to leave the state for a minute. She, however, lives in itty-bitty tiny little town in the middle of nowhere, but it has a train that runs through every hour on the hour. So, like, you always know what time it is because there is a train that comes through that pretty much every hour. And so you constantly hear trains. You constantly hear trains coming through. I literally lived in front of a highway. Yeah. I don't live right in front of the highway. There is still, like, a street and then, like, some open space between the two of us. But, like, I could walk to the highway in, like, 5 or 10 minutes, depending on how long I have to wait at the lights across the street. I can get to the highway in, like, 5 or 10 minutes. On foot. In car, it's like 2 minutes or less. Usually less. There's still this terrible intersection that people are always in accidents. So it has a lot of first responders go past at night. Yeah. I have an Amazon facility nearby, like an Amazon not a warehouse. I have, like, an Amazon warehouse nearby, and so there's constantly, like, those Amazon trucks going in and out of there. Yes, it's nice having the Amazon place nearby because, oh boy, I get my packages faster. No, you don't. You do not get your packages faster if you live near an Amazon facility. You get your packages at the same rate everyone else does. I had a friend that worked at that Amazon facility. He hated it. He hated it so much. The pay was good, but that was, like, pretty much the only thing that was, like, that was good about it. Sorry, I'm eating a chocolate. I made a mistake. and I left my Valentine's Day chocolate sitting on top of my computer, and now it's all like half melt, and I'm kind of sad. I don't want half melt. I'm thinking I'm just gonna like stick this in the fridge. I think I'll like take this little box that I have it sitting in, I'm gonna put it in the fridge now. Because this is like the good chocolate, you know? Like there's I say like, oh, this is the good chocolate. Now that I'm thinking about it, okay, I guess there's not really any chocolate I've had that's like not good, I guess. I guess the only kinds of chocolate I don't like is I don't like like things covered in chocolate. Like certain things. Like I don't like pretzels. I like pretzels and I like chocolate. I do not like chocolate covered pretzels. About to graduate college with my bachelor's in broadcast journalism. Although I do not regret it, I probably will not go completely through with it. A lot of stress for low pay. Yeah, that's kind of like where I floundered around with my degree for a while. Was like, yeah, I'll have the degree, but like, there's gonna be no jobs out there for me. And so like, I went back and forth on several degrees. I've gone back and forth on several degrees over the last like 10 years for kind of the same reason. I've had like realizations that like things that I really liked are just not profitable. I've also had like I've had to like look myself in the eye and go, as much as I like this thing, I cannot do this as a career. Like, I really wanted to open a bakery when I was younger. I wanted to open a bakery so bad. But, like, not only is it such an oversaturated market that it's so hard to get off the ground, but it's also, where I live, it's pretty much impossible to get yourself any kind of storefront space unless you already have some kind of, like, major established business already. And then, on top of that, I just didn't think I could like physically handle it. I viewed myself as, I was like, I love to bake. I want to bake. I don't think I can do it as a career. As another thing that I was always told was, oh, well, yeah, people start baking because they really like baking and things like that, but you're gonna get so sick of like constantly taste testing and eating all the sweets you make and things like that you're no longer going to enjoy it. And I was like, not only did I not want to deal with like the business aspect of it at the end of the day, but it was also, I just didn't think that I could financially handle it. I didn't think I could physically handle it. But then I was like, I also don't want to lose my passion for baking because I chose to do it as a career. Here's the next best thing, VTubing. I started streaming completely on impulse. Like, I was just like, I had an idea one day, and I was one day to start VTubing because I had been like stalking a couple of VTubers, and I kept seeing all these things, and I'm like, maybe I can do that, because I had thought about streaming for a while, but like I just genuinely didn't camera. I didn't want people to see what I looked like. I didn't want people to know where I live. I didn't want people to know my name. It was just like, I didn't really have that option until like VTubing got really big, and then people and then I started seeing it, and I was like, oh, I can do that. I can do that. That way people, they don't have to know where I live. They don't have to see what my face looks like. They don't have to know my legal name. And so I think I like texted a friend one day, and I was like, I think I want to VTube. I think I want to do VTubing. And I think he like waited a minute to respond. He was just like, where did this come from? And I had to explain it to him. And then I used a tax return to like commission my first model. I used my like tax return money to commission my first model. Speaking of which, I need to get my documents for tax return. Because the thing is, like, I don't really know how to file my taxes this year, because I'm not working, but like I do have like a small amount of income that comes from Twitch, and so I don't know if I have to like declare it to the government if it's under like a certain amount or like what. But I am a student, so I do have to file as a student. So like I don't know. I'm gonna have to bring my laptop into my mom and be like, hey, I don't know how to do my taxes. I don't know how to do my taxes this year. Remember that you can put any purchases related to streaming on your taxes, but like I don't know how. Because I would love to be able to put my model as a tax, but as a tax like thing. But like at the end of the day, is it like really gonna make a difference? Because I didn't have an income really to begin with, so like declaring it on taxes isn't really gonna like do anything. I don't think if I didn't have an income to begin with, or like not a substantial income at all. Like I don't know what the rules are. I don't know what the rules are with it. Just go knock knock. IRS, I have a VTubing model. Well, did you make over this amount of money last year? No? Congrats. If you made less than 14,000, you don't have to file, which would be me because I did not make over 14,000. And so I didn't figure I had to file, but like I think I have to do something because of my school, but like I don't have an income, and so I can't really like claim like my model as like a business expense if I didn't make any money that amounts to like anything super substantial. You can tell the IRS you're a VTuber and they just go to jail. They just tell me to go to jail. I like put in like oh, did you have any expenses this year? Yeah, I became a VTuber, and then like I send off my files, and then like I wait like 3 weeks, and it's knock knock, it's the IRS. We're here to send you to jail. The IRS then follows and subs secretly. I don't care who the IRS sends, follows, and or subscribes to. I'm not going to pay my taxes. What is going to be kind of interesting is like for tax season here, because I don't actually like know how my mom's going to file it. My mom made like a decent amount of money her side business. I think she has to do it, but like so I'm interested to see like how that works. Just so that like I know. I'm trying to eat this chocolate and it's so melted. Oh my god. I think I just need to run downstairs and put this for a minute. It makes me so sad. This is what I get for putting it on top of my computer. It's the like Lindor. It's like the Lindor chocolate. I got it from my parents Valentine's Day. Because we only ever buy it for like 2 occasions. We get it for Valentine's Day and Christmas, and that's like it. Oh, that was what I didn't want. Might actually back out of that because I don't want to deal with the dark apps. They just irritate me. You know what I do want to check, actually? There's like a system in the Somniel that I want to see if it's just for SP or if it works for battle experience. Because there's a function in like the back room or something that might be able to help us. Fun conversations are now available. Oh yeah, the support thing that I haven't been doing. the support conversations that I've been ignoring the entire time. This is what we're going to look at. Standard, emblem, or inherit skill. Emblem I think you can do regardless, because I think it's done by how many bond fragments you have. If your mother is making enough overall to have to file taxes, she technically is supposed to report any income from a side gig, no matter how. She probably will. I mean, I'm interested to see how she files her taxes, just because I want to know in the future for like how I have to do mine. Like my mom sells a bunch of like cross-stitch stuff to like shops around the country. Not only does she run an Etsy store, but she also like she ships like massive, like people commission her like from like major cross-stitch shops from around the country, like commission her to be like, hey, if I'm gonna pay you all of this money to send me like 200 units of thing, and they give her like a 4 or 5 month window to do that. Like they give her like a decent amount of time. They're not like, okay, and I want all of those things next week, chop chop. Like they don't do that. They like give her like a decent amount of time. Mom takes commissions. My mom takes commissions in very specific sense. In a very specific sense. She makes like project bags for cross stitch and crochet. But the thing is that her Etsy shop has like really specific ones, and that's where she does like, and those ones are not technically commission. The commissions that she does are through the major cross stitching shops. So she doesn't. She takes commission on extremely specific occasions. Post your VGen page. She does not have a VGen page. I don't even have a VGen page. What's I looking at? I was doing this. Hold on. I think you can only do it like a certain amount of times, but like I think you can get.
I'm Lapis, a royal soldier of Brodia. No!
It's just kind of like a tiny training area to kind of help boost your really super low units. So like, yeah, so that like finishes out level 4. Let's do anybody that's like teetering on the edge of a level. What else really is? Yes. That kind of feels
We were
like
fated
it's time
to
to set
meet.
her up with a Patreon.
Sparring is a kind of experiment in itself.
The problem is
The
that like
stars have aligned.
we're trying to keep our location secret. All right, unfortunately, I need to head for bed tonight. Got class in the morning, and tomorrow, and traveling. So are you traveling by plane? Because if you're traveling by plane, please be careful. Please be safe. Please be careful. Oh God, no. Okay. Because I have to travel by plane soon, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really scared. The more I look at the news, the worse it gets. the worse it gets, the more I look at the news, because I have to get on a just an hour drive. Okay. Okay. I'm going to
This
Tennessee.
should be a fun workout.
Mama Rain and I are doing an exclusive trade show for cross-stitch stuff, and I have to, I am attending with her, and we cannot drive. We cannot drive from where I am to Tennessee. It's way too far, and so I have to go by plane. I already hate planes to begin with. Like, they already scare the shit out of me, but like, looking at the news and seeing all the planes like either dropping out of the sky or hitting each other, it's like it's scaring me. it is literally like scaring me. Yeah, it's like across the country. It's like a 4-hour flight. It's like a 3 or 4 hour flight or something like that. And we also leave so early in the morning, dude. I have to be we leave my house at like 5 in the morning to get to the airport. Because like the kind of airport that I live nearby is like, it's one of those airports that you have to get to like 2 hours in advance to your flight. So our flight leaves at like 7:30 or 8 in the morning or something like that, but we have to leave at like 5 because it's also like it's like a 45-minute drive to the airport. My mom is sending me photos of her Animal Crossing. Her Animal Crossing island. Summer does not come back. I'm checking the news. My identity is revealed because I was in a plane crash. God, do I need to leave my login with a friend? Do I need to leave my login with a friend so that he can like post for me and be like, hey, just so that you're aware. How would we know it's her though? I don't know. Post an obituary. I don't know. I have to go based on her legs or what? I'm so scared. I'm so scared of getting on the flight because I leave in like 3 weeks. No, I leave in like 2 weeks. When do I leave? Hold on. I think I leave in like 2 weeks. The obituary is just a picture of your model on it. It's in black and white. It has like it's like a Japanese like memorial picture, so it's got like the ribbons on the sides and it's like a picture of like a shrine. My picture on it. I leave in 14 days. Yeah, I leave in exactly 2 weeks. Oh, I leave in 2 weeks. I'll just be sitting there like, all I can picture is that one anime girl who died doing a backflip. I don't know. I'm like,
Ah, hello, Divine One.
hello, Louis. Startled me. No, I'm like, I keep seeing all the news about the planes and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared right now to travel, but I don't have a choice because I have to leave in 2 weeks. She died doing what she loved, flying. You are such a liar. I hate flying. I don't have an issue with like actually being in the air. It is takeoff specifically. I don't even mind airports all that much. Like, yeah, they're kind of stressful, but like I don't even like really mind an airport so long as I like have a pair of headphones or something. I don't mind a busy airport. I don't mind like trying to find my stuff. Like that stuff doesn't bother me. It's specifically like 2 things. I do not enjoy that. I'm one of those kinds of people that like people will look at and just go, oh yeah, I can tell this person like my entire life story right now. And so whenever I get sat next to people on like a plane, if my family is not with me, which is like basically never because I always fly with family. I don't think I've ever been on a flight alone. But like my family is pretty much always with me, but if like they don't appear like they are with me, I will have the person that sits next to me will suddenly have to tell me about everything. My dad is the same way. I get it from him. Like my dad like if people just tell him stuff all the time, out of nowhere, no context, never see him again. Like, I get it from him. So that's the one thing that bothers me is like literally leave me alone. I am already crying children. Don't even bother me either. Literally crying children on planes don't even bother me either. I think the worst experience I've ever had with a kid crying on a plane was, I think, a couple of years ago, and that was purely because they, like, threw something at me. He was, like, 2 or 3. And his poor mom was trying so hard to keep him like calm and entertained, and he was just not having it. He was like maybe 2. I think he was about 2. And he had this like she had this like bag of like plastic like grocery toys, like a bunch of food, little food things, like a tomato and like thing of broccoli. Like it was a bunch of like things that would usually belong to like a kitchen playset. The kid threw the corn. the kid threw like the corn on the cob like toy at me. And the thing is that his mom was like trying to get him to stop, and so like I didn't want to bother her or embarrass her, so like I kept a hold of the corn on the cob toy because I don't think she realized he threw it at me. And so I kept a hold of it like for the rest of the plane ride, which was like an hour and a half or something. I like kept it with me, and so when the plane started like deboarding or like deplaning, and she was like trying to get all of her kids, like she was trying to get her kid together, and like her husband was not helping her, but she was like trying to get everything settled. I like sat up and I like turned around in my little chair and I just kind of handed it to her, and she like looked at it and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" And I was like, I told her a lie. Actually, I didn't tell her that her kid threw it at me. I told her that it rolled under the seat and I didn't know how to get it back to her. So I didn't tell her the truth because I could tell she was already like super stressed and freaked out. And so I didn't want to make it worse by telling her that her kid had thrown it at me. But like the reason why like little kids on the planes like don't bother me as much as just because I worked with kids for so long that I'm so used to it that it literally doesn't bother me anymore. Especially because so I actually plan for having to deal with like screaming kids. There are 2 things that are always in my travel backpack. A pair of earbuds and a pair of headphones. Over-ear headphones and a pair of earbuds. Earbuds are connected to whatever source of media that I am attempting to listen to at the time. Headphones go over top of my earbuds to cancel out noise that go around those earbuds. Both of which are noise canceling, so I can't hear shit as soon as both of those like headphone sets are on. I literally I cover up my noise canceling headphones with a second pair of noise canceling headphones to avoid anyone talking to me. I can't hear anything. I can't hear the flight attendants. I can't hear the in-flight announcements. I can't hear anyone talking. No one can speak to me when I have my headphones on a plane. And I do that mostly because I don't like hearing the like chatter of like other people around me, because it kind of like it like freaks me out because I don't know what's going on, and like some people are like talking about like really weird things, or like I do it mostly so that I can like stay in my own space, you know? I'm not bothering anybody because they can't hear my music through my headphones or anything, and then they can't and then I can't hear their stuff, especially because I've been on flights where people play like movies or like sports stuff out of their like tablets with no headphones on. And so like I can hear everything that they're listening to the entire ride, and I like don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. And so I bring both of those headphones specifically for those kinds of people. Hi. Summer's listening on extreme Facebooks. Rocking you up with noise-canceling headphones over your noise-canceling headphones. I have the last time I traveled, I was in Arizona, right? My backpack from my Arizona travel is literally sitting behind me, and the headphones that I use to cover my noise-canceling earbuds are still in that backpack. They're still in my backpack. I also wear a mask on planes still because, like, I don't feel like getting sick from an airport because literally everybody is disgusting at airports, and so I don't feel like getting sick from an airport. No, I am like the ultimate do not talk to me on a plane by wearing 2 sets of headphones. And I feel like I look like a freak. I feel like I look like because people will see me like put in like earbuds or something like that, because my mom watches me do it every time. And like they'll see me put my pair of earbuds in, and then I just slap on the second set of headphones, so I probably look like an actual freak to everybody around me for doing that. but it's so good. It cancels out literally everything. I can just focus on whatever I'm listening to because my earbuds can connect to my Switch, and so I don't have to deal with like not being able to hear my game. I don't have to deal with being able to hear everybody around me, and like people leave me alone. It's a win-win-win. It comes at the low cost of looking like an asshole to people that will literally never see you again. I kind of feel like... I don't know. If I do another map, is it really gonna make that much of a... Little does Summer know that the double noise canceling made her less aware that they were falling out of the sky. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. I don't want to know we're falling out of the sky. I just want the impact to be fast. At least looking like an a-hole is free. I would just... The only thing that I think it doesn't block out is... So I can vaguely hear when the announcements come on. Like, I can hear, like, the little chime, but I can't understand what they're saying. And then I'm not an idiot. I still have eyes, so I can see, I can see when people are, like... If something was going on, I would be able to see people freaking out around me. So, like, I'm not completely, like, in the dark of what's going on around me. I just can't hear anything unless I remove one of the sets of headphones. For everyone else, there's MasterCard! I'm not blind. I'm not completely cut off from the world. I'm just innocent. Like, I feel like having the doubles, like, especially, like, earbuds are one thing, but people typically can't see the earbuds, and so they'll still try to talk to you if you have the earbuds. If you wear a set of over-ear headphones, people will 100% leave you alone. Like, more often than not, people will leave you alone if you have a set of over-ear headphones on because they can see them and they know that, or they assume that you can't hear them. They will still assume that you can hear if you have a set of earbuds in, because a lot of the time they can't see them, especially with people like me. I have a lot of hair, and I usually, like, my hair can cover my ears, and so they can't see them right away. And so the over ear is just kind of like, it's like a big flashing sign of leave. Fun fact, this trick also works in game stores where you don't want the weird guys to talk to you. Just put on a big set of headphones and they assume they can't talk to you. It doesn't 100% stop them, but it does work sometimes. I think we're probably good for the night, honestly, because, like, if I do another map, it's not going to make a whole bunch of difference, and I can do some grinding off stream. Because the thing is that... Imagine double noise canceling at GameStop. I don't do it at GameStop, but, like, my local game stores can sometimes have some, like... You know the type. You know, it's like, the only way that I can describe it is the crusty magic guys. If you know what I'm talking... If you know what I mean. Why would I prevent myself from taking myself to a game store? No. People talking to me. Because I will, like, randomly have guys, like, walk up to me to, like, start conversations of usually mansplaining about whatever I'm looking at. But, like, they'll, like, weirdly start, start conversations, and then it's like, okay, and, like, I'm willing to deal with, like, a weird conversation, but as soon as they start following me around the shop, that's a different story. Because that has happened on multiple occasions where I will let one of them talk to me about whatever I am looking at, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go, like, over here, and I'll go look at something else, and then they will follow me. I've had multiple instances where I've been, like I will be walking around a game store, like, usually it's my local one. It's a secondhand shop, it's not a GameStop, that also sells, a lot of TCG cards, and so we get, like, those weird magic guys in there. Not every guy that plays Magic is weird, but, like, you know the type. That those are usually. I'm just thankful that it hasn't happened in a while. Actually, one of them was a member with. He doesn't work there anymore, though. Or at least if he does, I don't see him for whatever reason. I don't think he works there anymore. Anyway, okay. I think I am going to call it here so I can I'll probably do some more grinding by myself off stream just so that way I can get us ready for... That I can just get us ready for when we're gonna start going through the last of the maps. I'm gonna throw you guys over to Burb. Oh, actually, you know what? Riker is also playing a Fire Emblem game, so you know what? We're gonna go from Fire Emblem to Fire Emblem. I believe he's playing Blazing Blade. He is playing Blazing Blade. Stream is ending. Yes, we are going to... I'm gonna do some grinding off of stream, but also I just really... And because grinding is gonna take forever. I spelt Nimja? Nobody tell him. I misspelled his name and I put Nimja. He is playing Fire Emblem Blazing Blade, so you guys are gonna go from Fire Emblem to Fire Emblem. She's finding somebody to raid out into. Oh, I thought you meant Burb for a second. Alrighty. I'm going to... Oh god, we're in an ad right now. Of course, as I'm trying to go. We are gonna head out of here. I will do some grinding off stream so that we can be ready for finishing out this game so we can start doing Final Fantasy. So, I will see you guys tomorrow for Persona. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow night for Persona, I believe. If I remember my schedule correctly, I need to make next week's schedule as well. But I will see you tomorrow for Persona, and then Saturday is... Yes, it is. And then Saturday is Phoenix Wright. So, I'm trying to, like, wait out the ad break clock because I feel bad at the current moment. I don't know if the raid timer is gonna go out before we do that, but, hopefully we'll be able to get to a point where we are able to just kind of, like, blow through the last few maps of the game. I don't know. I'll look up maps and see if I can figure it out. But for the moment, I hope you guys have a good night, good day, evening, whatever it is to you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys!